The artwork for Anime Podcasters is provided by GoProkyo. Please go follow him at GoProkyo. Hi guys, and welcome to episode number 15 of Anime Podcasters. I am back with Yuki. How's it going, buddy? So here's the thing, Yuki's vocal cords have been replaced and she can only do that noise the entire podcast. So how are you, Yuki? And what did you have for breakfast?
Honey Buddha chips. No, I'm just kidding. But in actuality, I did have honey butter chips.
That's amazing.
They're from Korea.
They are from Korea. But how you been since the last podcast? Last time we had you on, we were talking about Future Diary.
Yeah.
How you been?
Oh God, I've been busy. Like, for those who may not know, since I'm pretty sure I've emphasized this and Jaian has mentioned this before, I am still in school and I've been very busy with schoolwork. And I've also been planning on going to a convention in a few weeks.
Isn't that SakuraCon?
It's SakuraCon.
That's going to be amazing.
Oh yeah, like I'm going to visit all of the artist gallery, all the artist alleys.
Awesome. We could make a podcast about like anime conventions. That'd be a good idea.
We already have other things planned, but we had to wait for them for a special someone.
Yeah. True. But the topic this week is going to be Attack on Titans with the new season coming. Probably, by the time you probably listen to this podcast, the new season already aired. Wasn't the first episode so great, Yuki?
Oh yeah. Actually, funny enough is that I watched that with my little sister and my cousin. Right
on. I want to do some quick housekeeping notes before we get into Attack on Titan. For those who don't know yet, who don't follow me on social media, the podcast is officially on iTunes, so you can download Anime Podcasters on your mobile device, and you can leave us a 5-star review and tell us what you think. Link will be in the YouTube video, so that's amazing. We're on iTunes, Yuki. Yuki, you're on iTunes.
That is hard to believe, and hilarious enough is that I actually downloaded the podcast.
You downloaded Really? You downloaded your own podcast?
Because I need to at least use it for when I go to sleep so I could just doze out.
Listen to yourself. Oh, I'm so good.
No, I'm just like listening in and I'm just like, that's me? God, I feel so bad for the listeners having to hear me.
Oh, don't say that. Well, the listeners love you. They hate me, but they love you.
No. I don't know.
Pick your team. # Team Yuki or Team JaianMusic. All right. And also the podcast is on SoundCloud for free download. SoundCloud.com/JaianMusic. If you're iTunes averse and you prefer SoundCloud, I also put the podcast up there. So this episode, we're going to be talking about Attack on Titan. And I think it's about time we talk about this anime. It's such a good anime. Yuki, what are your thoughts, like first impressions on Attack on Titan? How did you hear about it? All that good stuff.
I can't even remember how exactly I was introduced, but the only memory I have involving Attack on Titan was my older brother, talking about it, and I have no idea what it was, but he suggested I watch it. And at the time, he was all into the new hotness. For example, back in the day, it was Sword Art Online, and then it was Attack on Titan. And
right.
So then I started watching it, and I was just like, okay, what is this? And then I was just blown away about the concept and everything, what it is exactly about. So
right.
I even watched it with I even watched it with my little sister. She wouldn't leave, so it was impossible for me to kick her out. And I was there with my cousin, who's the same age as me, and we watched it. And I was blown away. My cousin wasn't all that into anime, and my sister, I don't know about her.
Right. I think you raise a good point about the concept. Concept-wise, I think this is one of the best anime concepts in at least in the last few years. The fact that there's titans trying to destroy humans and humanity is basically trying to survive because of these titans, and the only way they know how to kill these guys is to to slice the back of their neck. And then there's this invention. Aaron's father obviously tries something out on Aaron where he can become a titan himself and fight fire with fire. There's all these really good themes and underlying tones to this anime, and I really do enjoy it. I don't know about you, but for me, the very first episode, we're going to be talking a lot about Attack on Titan, guys, so we're going to be spoiling some things. So if you don't want to be spoiled, I don't think this is the podcast for you. The very first episode where Eren's mother dies because of the Titan, because of a Titan, that was such an emotional moment for me. I don't know about you, but like, talk to me about that first episode with the Titan over the wall and everything. How did you find that first episode?
That was what started the trauma for Eren Yeager.
For sure.
Like, I mean, he is a pretty brave kid, and he has a strong determination of joining, like, the Survey Corps. At that moment, seeing his mom die, pretty much be eaten by a Titan, God, like, he just became, like, I feel that he is, like, all wanting the revenge, even more so. It seems like he's taking his desire for revenge, like, so much that even it would make, like, Sasuke feel chill. It would make Sasuke look chill.
Right. It's funny that you mentioned Naruto, because I wanted to go here. You know who Eren reminds me exactly of?
Who?
Naruto Uzumaki. And this is why. They're both... I'll tell you why, and I think I have a great argument here, and I want you to debate me on this.
I will debate you on this.
Okay, Naruto is super hard-headed. Guess who is? Eren. Naruto is super strong-willed, so is Eren. Guess what? They're both passionate, and they're both extremely impulsive. They're both hot-blooded. I think they mirror each other so much.
Oh my god. Okay, can I start with my debate on this?
Please.
Okay, the fact is that Naruto is so filled with angst. He tries to hide it with a smile. He is a cinnamon roll in so many ways, while Eren, however, he is so angry. He is so angry, wanting revenge. I would disagree on this. It's more the fact that he mirrors Sasuke more.
No, he mirrors Naruto way more, just because, like, Sasuke is the cool, calm, collected type. Eren's never gonna be the cool, calm, collected type. He's both gonna be...
It's not about, like, okay, it's more about his, like, lust for revenge. It's more of that than anything. But, like, let's just...
That's the only thing he has with Sasuke. That's the only thing he has with Sasuke. Sasuke is all about revenge, so is Eren. That's the only thing they have in common. That's it. That's all they have in common. Naruto, like... personality-wise, it resembles Eren way more.
Oh my god. Let's just both agree that they could be like Eren has like traits from Sasuke and Naruto. Let's just agree with that.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, but I think he has more traits from Naruto than Sasuke.
Okay, moving on!
Okay, moving on. I really enjoy Attack on Titan also because I really find that it has some very particular epic moments. Like, the anime will be going in a certain direction and, like, action will be happening, and then you'll just have this blowout, like, amazing moment. A few to note here is obviously, like, the speech Armin gives right after Eren comes back to human form in front of everyone. He says, like, Eren could be used as a weapon, and he thinks that he could be the solution to defeat the Titans. And obviously, everyone in the survey card is like, no, that's impossible. We need to kill him. And then Armin goes, well, nothing would make me happier to die for this cause. And like, it's just such an amazing moment. Or another one that I really like was Mikasa when she's saying she's like the only strong person on her team, and she goes after the Titans and everything. There's so many small epic moments. No, not small, but there's so many like epic moments in this anime, and like I feel like every episode we get a crazy moment. What do you think of that?
Well, I feel that like with that moment with Mikasa, I admire how she's willing to actually go fight the Titans without any like feeling of fear or anything. But I feel that like at that moment she was just, it's like it was kind of a stupid move because of the fact that it, like with her, because of her actions, people followed and gotten themselves killed. And I know that in the end, like their deaths were not in vain. However, Mikasa just lost the will to live at that point, and it's just like, no, you have so much more to live for. It's not over yet, and I'm just glad that she was able to realize that. But people still died.
I see where you're coming from, but I do think that what Mikasa provides for Eren, because obviously Mikasa goes wherever Eren goes. She'll like follow him to his grave, basically. That's what we've seen in the anime. I feel like what Mikasa provides for Eren definitely is a sense from right and wrong. Mikasa knows where to guide Eren and where what Eren should or should not do, and I think that's a really nice thing that she provides. On top of obviously like the protection and like backing him up in battle and everything. What I really like about Mikasa is the way she really like tells him, no, this is not the right way to do it. This is how you should do it. Do you think she does that well?
Well, yeah, but sometimes I feel that she should start thinking more about herself than just Eren.
Yeah, I feel like if she did that, it would ruin like what the anime is, like what their relationship is about, though.
I know, but I'm pretty sure Eren would have like also wanted her to think more of herself, because like I know that it would kind of like ruin like the relationship of what it's supposed to be, but I'm just speaking of like through Eren's point of view.
No, I understand from Eren's point of view, but what I also think is a big factor in why the relationship is like that is because of the murder basically that happened, and how like Mikasa and Eren are basically like are like linked together because of that event. And like there's many moments in the anime where Mikasa is trying to fight, and like all she can think about is Eren fighting back those villains, and like all you can hear is Eren going fight, 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 and that I think that's the driving force for Mikasa. But I feel like that, like I said, that event, that murder event, like bonded them together forever.
Do you remember that one scene where they're all at court and everyone is accusing of Mikasa being a Titan because of like that one incident, and then Eren just steps up and just like, no, like, now hold on a second, maybe I'm the one, maybe I'm the monster, but you leave her out of this, she's innocent. And then that, and like Mikasa's just like there, like kind of like has this look of like, wow, like he's defending me. It was like a heartfelt moment for me, even though that like what it's actually supposed to be, like with the whole court scene.
No, I know. But like, is that the same the same time where like Levi was there and like Eren was tied up, and then like Levi started him like kicking him in the face and stuff like that?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, that whole scene, like that whole moment was so intense as well.
Oh, speaking of which, of the fact, okay, I know that we've been talking about Eren and Mikasa, but let's talk about Armin.
Armin!
But in 2015, I was at a convention, like AkiCon. I actually met the person that, I actually met the guy that voiced Armin in the English dub.
Is that Josh?
Josh Grilley.
Yeah.
And oh my god, he actually did the speech at his panel, and it was so great. I cried on the inside because I even gave him like a freaking like a little toy where it's just like it's kind of like you pull a string and then it just moves. There's one of that with Armin, and I gave it to him. It was so funny and cute.
I was watching like a quick side note on that. I was watching the Blood-Sea movie, The Last Dark, and there's a character in that movie that sounded exactly like Armin, and this was like a while after I had watched Attack on Titan, and I was like, I heard that character having that exact same voice as Armin. I was like, wait, is that Armin? And I looked him up, and it was like the same like voice actor. But yeah, the voice acting on Armin is absolutely fantastic. I love it.
It's better than having it just be a woman voicing Armin. Like, I understand why for like the Japanese, but I'm just glad they went with the man in like with a guy in the English dub. For sure. I really feel like Armin completes the trio that is Mikasa, Eren, and Armin so well. He's like the very intelligent one, and I feel like strategy-wise and thinking out plan-wise, he's the best resource, and he really is like a valuable asset. And maybe it doesn't show because he's not as action-packed as Eren and Mikasa. He's the brains of the group.
He really is the brains of the group. I mean, what are some of your favorite Armin moments?
Oh my god. Other than the fact that he actually stand up to like the captain. He actually stands up to the captain and just like did the whole speech. That's one of my favorites. As well as the fact that he notices like something about Annie.
Right.
The freaking episode where like it's revealed that she was actually the female Titan. Like he notices what like something that he noticed in like the female Titan, and he points that out, and God, that was like, I feel that moment was just like really clever, and it shows how observant Armin is.
For sure. I completely agree with that. I feel like out of all the characters when they enrolled in the military, I feel like the one who like lived through the biggest change was Armin. I feel like there's a huge confidence boost from pre-military Armin to post-military Armin. There's really a growth in his character, and that's one of the things I appreciate the most about Armin, is that he gains this self-confidence and knows that he's a valuable asset to fighting the Titans, and I really enjoyed that about Armin. That was one of the greatest things about him.
Personally, in my opinion, I feel the one that goes through the most change, in my personal opinion, has to be John.
Why John?
Because of the fact that he didn't want to join up in the Survey Corps. He just wanted to serve under the king because it prefers like food, protection, and stuff like that. But after the death of Marco, John decides to join the Survey Corps. He decided to just fight the Titans instead of serving under the king, because I believe that Marco did comment before that John would be a good leader. And so
yeah, I remember that.
At that moment, you see how like the development with John. He came from like a total douchebag, but like after seeing a death of a friend and seeing other people die in front of him, he goes through the change of like being a lot more open-minded about the whole situation, and it's just like he's fighting. He chooses to fight and not being a coward.
The friendship between Marco and John, like we don't see much of it, but I really think they had like a really deep friendship. I really feel like they had a close bond, and obviously with like Marco's passing, like I think that left a mark on John as well. That's definitely a perspective I saw in the anime when I was watching. I want to talk about Levi.
Oh my god, okay, I kind of figured you would want to talk about Levi.
If we're going to podcast about Attack on Titan, we are going to talk about Levi. We can't not talk about Levi, Yuki.
Well, yeah, that's true, because I kind of want to talk about him too, especially the fact that he is like...
I don't want to talk about him if you want to talk about him.
I don't want to talk about him.
Okay, seriously. Talk to me about Levi. What are your thoughts on Levi?
Levi is... Okay,
Nothing.
what word am
Levi
I supposed to describe him? He's... Okay, there's one word that came up to mind that I was about to say. God.
He's basically flawless. This man... we see him in action the first time in the city, and he basically just takes out all these Titans himself. But my favorite Levi moment of all times is the battle Levi versus Annie as a Titan when Eren was eaten by her, at least in her mouth, and like he was like going after her in the forest, and how he just basically like takes her out so quickly, and it was such a great like battle scene. It was one of my favorite anime battle scenes ever. Levi is absolutely amazing. I love him because of his like combat prowess. Combat prowess. Sorry, that's the one thing I love the most about Levi.
Oh my god, I love the fact that he is just so obsessed with everything being clean.
Right? That's another thing. He's a clean freak.
He's like a Disney princess.
I say more of a prince.
No, I'm recalling about like, oh god, like there was a freaking meme about like Levi when he's like cleaning and opening the window. People resemble that as like a Disney princess moment. Hold on,
right.
I'll find it. I'll find it eventually.
I really loved Levi's squad as well when they were in that whole forest arc. The whole forest arc is my favorite arc of the entire anime, and how they were trying to like protect Eren, and obviously like Annie was after Eren the whole time, and then they tried to Annie obviously like just kills all of the entire Levi squad except for Levi. Because Levi's amazing, and that whole episode was so good. It was such an amazing episode, and I don't know. I could talk about for hours about Levi. He's such a great character.
Of course you would. There is also another character I would like to talk about.
Yeah, go ahead.
Hanji is the one that I'm not even sure if I pronounced their name right, but I'm calling them they. In the anime, they're referred to as a she. It's the one that is very interested in Titans and studies them.
Right.
I refer to them as they and them because of the fact that their gender in the manga is not yet revealed. So I'm referring.
But in the anime it does say that Anji is a female. But in the manga, ambiguous, yeah. Which I think is really cool that they respect, they introduced that and they respect that, you know?
Yeah, because I don't, like, if they're gonna refer to them as, like, ambiguous, then I'm gonna refer to them as such, like, them and they. I'm gonna use those kind of pronouns to refer to this character as out of respect. So, God, like, this character is, like, great because of the fact that, oh my god, their interest in Titans, it's hilarious because the fact that everyone's is scared of Titans. Everyone is like there are those that are afraid of Titans. There are those that hate Titans to the point of wanting to kill. But Hanji, however, they just want to study them and is like interested. And there's even a point where like I think Eren, he asks about why they find Titans so interesting. And everyone in the group just, like, gets up and leaves the room while Hanji's just, like, explaining everything, like, just talking hours and hours about Titans. And then, like, I believe Eren is just, like, so tired.
Hanji really does provide a nice comedic tone to the anime. That's one thing I really appreciate about that character. And also, I think if we just focus on the actual storyline, Hanji is very valuable because they're the one who's really going to find more information about Titans. Like, nobody else except for Hanji is doing research on Titans. Maybe Hanji has like assistants, but that's the only character that's really going to be researching Titans, is taking the time to invest to study Titans. And if I'm not mistaken, Hanji does find like discoverings about Titans and comes to conclusions. If I'm not, I don't remember what they were specifically, but I do remember that Hanji made progress on Titan research and everything with the 2 Titans that they had.
Yep.
Great character.
Yeah, it's great. I love the fact that people cosplay as that character and they look so freaking fantastic as that character. Can we talk about Erwin?
Go ahead, talk to me about Erwin.
Erwin, there's not much I know, like a lot about Erwin. But however, I did remember that he did like become like the one that made like Levi. God, have you ever seen the OVA of Levi?
No, I haven't. I've been meaning to watch it though.
Okay, that I can't really go into detail about like why.
Oh, I don't mind about being spoiled. Go ahead.
The story that OVA takes place like before Levi became like part of the Survey Corps.
Right.
He became friends with like 2 people. Yes, he had friends, Levi.
That's insane.
Yeah. Oh god, I accidentally called you Levi.
Wouldn't be the last time though.
Yeah, I know. I mean, and you're not even that short. So this character is just like interesting because of the fact that he plays a very important role in Levi's life. Because they did fight. They did had a fight in the near end. I haven't even watched much of the OVA myself, but I know for a fact that he did play an important part of Levi's story. And that was the fact that, Levi saw, like, they were, like, him and his friends were about to fight a Titan. He then sees he gets separated from them, but when he comes back to find them, he saw, like, corpses everywhere, especially the corpses of his two friends. And he basically goes God mode. And then by the time he kills the Titan after going God mode, like, Levi did cry. He did cry. And so, freaking Erwin comes in, and he's just like, so you're the only survivor, huh? Well, like, and, God, I forgot what he said, but it kind of made Levi pissed and try to attack him. And, oh my God, what Erwin said made, like, Levi, like, so emotional and just really pissed. And,
right.
And then Erwin says something that was, like, very inspirational, like, to Levi, and just made Levi, like, become more hardened to the fact that, like, of, like, being part of the Survey Corps. Even though I don't, and he is also the one that proposed the idea of the fact of, like, how Eren would be put under Levi's supervision in the court. And so, yeah, they're, like, very, like, I just picture Erwin being, like, being the key to, like, what made Levi become the way he is.
I see where you're coming from. That's a very interesting, like, theory you have there. I don't know, for that whole idea, I don't know if I can add much else to it, because I do think you pretty much patented it, and just, yeah.
I tried my best.
Yeah, every day. I think if we're going to talk about Attack on Titan, another subject we should cover are the actual...
Potato Girl!
We'll talk. You want to talk about Potato Girl? I'll talk about Potato Girl. I wanted to talk about, like, the actual Titans themselves first.
Okay.
We'll do both. Potato Girl is sure going to be talked about.
I'm saving Potato Girl for last.
Okay, you know what? We'll do, like, questions and then Potato Girl. The actual Titans, I love their design. Like, these, like, gigantic humanoid, like, they don't have any, like, genitalia. They're just, like, these, like, walking huge humanoid things, and they just have, like, huge strength, and they're, like, some of them are like, what, a house tall. Other ones, like, tall enough to be, like, higher than Santa Maria, and, like, all that. Their design is so cool, and they obviously have amazing strength, and, like, they have, like, regeneration capabilities. I love the Titans so much. What are your thoughts on the Titans, the actual Titans themselves?
They're freaking scary, man.
That is true. I didn't have, like, a bad dream about Titans once.
Like, okay, let me explain this. It's the fact that when it comes to manga anime, I'm not really scared about what the creatures might look like, except how they portrayed it in the live action. Even though, like, live action is live action. Like, how they appeared in the live action is very, very creepy. It's
for sure.
But, like, it's, oh god, like, I know for a fact that, spoilers, of course, Titans were actually of human. Like, yeah, they were human. All of them were human. They were originally human.
They were transformed. If what I've understood is that correct?
It's not I don't know about the fact that if they were transformed, but I do know for a fact that it could be because they were permanently transformed, like, became Titans, from humans to Titans. However, I am not really, like, clear with the information, but I do know there being, like, a confirmation about how the Titans used to be humans, and they originally were humans at the start. So humans, it's like the evolution of life. It's just like those Titans were humans, but I still don't know how exactly, because I know for a fact that, like, Eren is able to become a Titan. Like, Annie was able to become a Titan. And I know, oh god, I'm not sure if I could be able to say this because people don't want to get spoiled for, like, the manga or anything, because I know people that don't want to be spoiled from the manga on this, like, because they want to keep everything a secret and, like, till they watch the anime.
It's up to you. I mean, I'm okay with it. I'm ready. I don't mind being spoiled. I'll still watch the anime, like...
I can tell you later, because I respect the wishes of those who want, like, listening to this podcast.
How about this? skip 2 minutes ahead, and you can just talk about it right now because I'm sure there are some people who like have read the manga and want to hear about it. So skip 2 minutes ahead, guys. Go ahead, Yuki.
Armin dies.
Right?
Armin dies. He gets burned alive. And then apparently now he became a Titan himself.
Armin is a Titan currently, and
you already know about this too.
Like I've heard, like I haven't read the manga, but I've heard like a bunch of spoilers, so I don't care about being spoiled, right?
Yeah.
So what's like? I just know that he dies like burnt alive, and then he becomes a Titan, and like what's happening now with Armin? Can you tell us?
Sadly, about the fact that I haven't really paid much attention to the manga, but I feel that it could be the fact that it might be something involving like it might be something involving the fact that like how the evolution works. Of how, you know how like there were people that were
from human to Titan.
Humans permanently became Titans and eventually become the beings that like everyone kills. I believe that like it might be that process, but I'm not. I myself am not really sure. So I am.
We'll leave it at that. We'll leave it at that.
But once the anime of the season 2 comes out, then I'll be able to watch all the way through, and then I'll probably be able to understand. Unless they stop, and then we have to wait for season 3.
I am so excited for season 2. Let's talk about season 2. What are your expectations? Like, someone who's read the manga, what are your expectations for season 2? What are you excited about? What are you not excited about?
What I am looking forward is like to see if there was any changes to the animation, even in the slightest. I may
definitely,
because Jaian knows that I am a visual person.
Yeah,
I'm a visual person, so I notice when there's like a change of the animation, and the fact that I really cannot wait to for them to get to the arc with Krista, because there's a big arc that's like for Krista, and that's the one arc that I look forward to the most, because and the fact that there is a scene where the Titan that ate Aaron's mom comes back.
I knew they were gonna bring that Titan back. They had to. It's like a staple of the show, kind of, because that's the very first Titan we ever see.
Yes. Other than the other Titans. But that Titan was the more important one.
Like in the first episode, he was like the standout Titan in that episode for sure. For me, like I think one thing that's gonna happen in the second season, and I've heard spoilers here and there, but like I haven't heard this particular spoiler, but I do think it's going to be happening. I think that other people are going to have the same ability as Eren and Annie and be able to transform themselves into a Titan at will, basically. Not at will, but like are gonna have that ability to like be a Titan, transform into a Titan, and like not be like, because you know how Titans are just mindless and they just eat and destroy humans. Eren, when he becomes a Titan, doesn't. That's not what happens. I feel like other people are gonna have that ability. I feel like that's a nice. It was a very cool thing that the show had, that how Eren could do that, and how they use that to defeat Annie and everything, and how they use Eren to like fight against the Titans. That would be a nice thing to bring back, and I'm just excited for the action scenes. Really, that's gonna be one of the coolest things for me, definitely.
If that were to be the case, then it wouldn't make like Eren's ability any special anymore. But if it's if it's what is inside Eren's dad's basement, like to save humanity, and if that's going to be the case, then I would not be surprised if that theory is correct.
I really think it is correct, because like you said, I remember Eren's dad saying like, you have to go to the basement, you have to go to this room, this is going to be the key, like I haven't developed this perfectly, but you need to do this to save humanity. I think if you want to save humanity, you have to have more than one Eren Titan, like mindful Titan, basically. So that's what I'm really excited about for season 2, and I think that it's going to be a really cool theory, if I'm correct about this.
That would actually be pretty cool, but oh my god. So, have you ever seen like this, like, oh my god, I'm pretty sure it's an OVA of some sort, or like a special, but it like shows like what if everyone in the of the group like also it actually has like a short like special or OVA that where like the group are able to transform as Titans and they show their Titan form.
I saw that. Yeah.
What if the forms were actually real?
That would be
like, I mean,
really
look at, have you seen Mikasa's? She's like all muscle. She's all muscle and like freaking Connie and freaking arm.
Did you see Attack on Titan Junior High?
Oh my god. Yes.
Like, easily one of the best, like, spin-off animes ever. It was so funny how they have a school for, like, the Titans, and they have a school for the human beings, and they, like, parody their, like, the very first episode, like, the huge, like, Titan above, like, the courtyard, and, like, he goes in to, like, grab, like, the human beings' lunches instead of the actual human beings. Like, that was so freaking funny, and I love that, like, little parody series.
Dude, I have the manga for that.
Isn't it great?
Dude, it was so funny. It's just like, okay, so freaking cliche, but it's hilarious because Attack on Titan, like, the actual storyline is very serious and it's nothing to joke about. However, like, with Junior High, it's so filled with fluff and it's just so freaking, it's like Attack on Titan's version of like Rock Lee and Pals.
Yeah, it is. It really is.
You should know this. You watched it.
I watched. Last podcast we did it with Kyo. We covered it with Kyo too and Ben. Yeah, it really is. I think like but like the thing with Rock Lee and Pals is that they take like a character from Naruto and make him his own spin-off series. This is like kind of everyone, and like everyone's still like the main character. Like they still have their like positions, but like yeah, it does spoof it, and it's so great. It's a really funny spin-off show. I loved it.
Like, I just want there to be, like, I'm not even sure, or, like, I haven't really watched the anime, but, but I do have, I do know something for a fact about the Junior High series. It's the fact that, the animation thing they use to animate the show itself.
Yeah?
They actually use Clip Studio Paint, which is actually a program that I have in my possession.
That's so cool.
So, yeah, that is very interesting. I have the EX edition, so it contains like not only drawing, but it also contains like animation and sort, and also I believe like manga pages as well.
I think like we can like talk about like this last character, and then we can like start getting into questions and like and everything. I think we need to talk about
Potato Girl.
Well, no,
okay, Annie. Yeah,
before
Annie.
Potato Girl will be the last thing. I promise you, Yuki. I promise you, on the walls of like every like Attack on Titan in the city, that we will talk about Potato Girl.
Yay.
So, Annie, I think we need to like just like I kind of want to just go through like everything she did in the anime, like basically like the Cliff Notes version of it. How she's in the military. I remember that one scene where like she fights Eren, just like as a human, and like she basically pummels down on Eren, and then like this like obviously her Titan form shows up. What did you think about Annie?
She's a freaking badass. Like, I know that Mikasa's a badass, but oh my god, Annie takes the whole badassness in a whole new level to me.
You think she's more badass?
I mean, there was a fight like between her and both Annie and Mikasa had like a fight, like I'm pretty sure in one of the Attack on Titan Chibi. It's kind of like Junior High, but it's like it takes place when they're in the school. Not like modern school, I mean like the academy. It's hilarious because and at the end of every episode, they get eaten by a Titan, and just like I gotta show you later. It takes like with one of them, it shows Eren sparring with Annie, and then Mikasa gets jealous and just like spar with me instead, and then God, it goes downhill. I'll show you later. Hopefully I find it on YouTube. But Annie, she's so full of mysteries. She's so full of mysteries. The fact that like she's like very reserved, kind of cold, but Very badass.
She was perfect for the female Titan, I think. Like, I did not expect her to be like the female Titan at all. Like, even when I saw like the female Titan is blonde, I was like, it's not Annie. She was just like a one-stop canon character.
Just because the Titan was blonde doesn't mean that it's Annie.
Right.
I mean, it could be Krista. It could be anyone.
It could be you.
It could be Armin. No. Nah. It turned out to be Annie all this time. And oh god. And it's not just her who's like a Titan. There was also other Survey Corps members that were Titans as well. And it's not just Eren.
Okay, yeah.
I love the moment where like she tries to climb over the wall, but when she falls, like when she fails and falls, like Mikasa is just like on top of Ani, like in her Titan form, and she's like, Ani, fall. And then like Mikasa just like jumps off of her as Ani just like falls down to the ground. It's like a badass moment where it's just like, whoa.
It was a really cool moment. Like I said, this anime is like sprinkled with like epic moments. There's even like, I think like a Watch Mojo like top 10 like best like epic Attack on Titan moments, just because the show had so many.
And also the fact that freaking when Mikasa saw Ani try eating Eren, and like Mikasa just snaps.
Yeah. Oh, that was so cool. I love that.
And then Mikasa and Levi joined forces just to get Eren out of Ani's stomach.
Yeah. That whole battle was great. That whole battle was so amazing, and it was like the final like effort. And obviously, like the Titans basically won that battle because like a bunch of people died, and like I remember when they coming back to the city, and they're like, all the people in the city are like, oh my god, that's all that there's left. Like they really failed like this mission, and I'm just happy like they managed to save Eren.
Yep.
All right. On that note, we have some questions to get to. Yuki, I'm sorry, I didn't tell you what the questions were. And
you always do this.
I promise you next time I'll let you know what the questions are.
That is bull.
I promise you, I really will. All right, we got some Twitter questions, and then we have like one or two Facebook questions. All right. At Dueling Duelist asks, how can a wall be indestructible? I don't think a wall.
Okay, that's a very good question. Okay, first you have to get like a lot of like cement, like a lot of cement.
It doesn't matter how much cement. The Titan will smash that.
Okay, but dude, listen, we need to like put cement over cement over cement over cement over cement.
We'll get smashed. It'll get smashed. It'll get smashed. It'll get smashed.
Have you tried it?
Have you? You haven't tried it either. Don't pull that.
You don't know that.
I don't think a wall can be indestructible unless there's like some magic thing to it.
No, it already been confirmed in like the first episode of Attack on Titan, man. Like they try to use like the best of their ability to like create a wall. I don't think it's gonna be torn down. I mean, Titans already like, but then no, the Titans got in, so. But then again, it was oh my god, I forgot what the name of that Titan was that literally broke down the wall.
I forget too.
But yeah, everyone knows. Yeah, but yeah, that answers your question.
Dueling Duelist?
A wall cannot be indestructible.
Okay, next question is from at Mr_Waffles7. That's a great handle, actually.
Yeah.
What is Hanji Zoe's gender? That's we kind of covered that, but Yuki, do you want to talk about
ambiguous.
that? It's ambiguous. Anything else you want to mention about that?
In the anime, they refer to them as a female. However, since I respect the manga and the fact that like they kept the gender ambiguous, I like I said, I will refer to them as they, them, and such.
Which is the right thing to do.
Yes, because it would be inappropriate if we were to refer to them as a gender that they're not in. It's like, for example, if you were a guy and you were referred to as a she, you would feel offended, correct? Or like if you don't identify as a she. So
Agreed.
that would feel very awkward. So there we go.
That's the Twitter questions. We have some Facebook questions now. Yuki, you're just blowing through these questions. You're too good.
I know. Isn't that weird?
All right, this one comes from my good friend. His name is Gabriel Renault. And he asks, Jaian, give me a reason why I should start watching this anime. # friendship. So, friendship, back to you, Gab. Why should Gab start watching this anime, Yuki?
Because it has it has good plot twists.
Absolutely.
It has a really good plot itself. It has interesting characters. The character development is actually pretty interesting. There's a lot of secrets that really do connect with the story, and it's just interesting overall.
I think another thing that this anime pulls off very well is that by the end of the episode, they leave you like on a cliffhanger every time, and you want to just watch the next episode right away. That was,
for example, like when Eren gets eaten by that Titan trying to save Armin.
oh my god, one of the biggest cliffhangers.
And we assume, and his arm gets like bitten off, and we assume that Eren is dead, and then immediately cuts to Mikasa, just like, and then the wind blows, and she turns around to the city. We're just like, holy shit, how is Mikasa gonna react to this?
Yeah, I know. That was one of the moments where I just hated Armin because I was like, Armin, do something! And he's like, I'm scared. I'm like, do something, Armin! I was like yelling at my laptop, like.
He couldn't. Okay, you know what? He didn't expect all this to happen. He's just like,
he was trained.
It was their first time.
He was trained in the military. He should have expected it.
They
No.
were fresh out of the military. Okay, it's a fact that they didn't really expect to be able to fight Titans this early.
They
had
trained,
no
by that
choice. They were just
guy.
brought in. They were brought in, man.
Crazy guy,
they were brought in. Okay.
No. The crazy guy was like super up on them. Like, you gotta train. You gotta be super strong. Like, this is like not friendship at all. Like, you need to like be ready at all times. And then Armin's like, I mean, I felt like Armin was about as useful as Sakura. Is how I felt. Like, I don't know. He didn't do anything. No.
Okay, we're okay. Friendship. No.
I know. I really disliked Armin in that moment. I was like, come on, just do something. Throw your sword at its eye. Do something.
God damn, you wouldn't even know what to do in his shoes.
I'm not. This is an anime. It's not real life.
You don't know that.
Okay.
Okay, we need to move on from this. It's gonna hurt our friendship.
Okay.
Look what you've done, man. Friendship.
Oh, pissed. All right. Next question is from my cousin Brandon Moscato, and he asks, "Why is Captain Levi so damn short?"
I actually think your cousin's pretty cool. I want to talk to him one day.
Yeah, I mean, you should hit him up. He's a cool guy.
Talk to me.
Yeah. Brandon, why are you being like so shy, like Levi? You should talk to Yuki. I'm sorry. I had to.
Rude. I know for a fact. Okay, I know that you talked to him about anime in one of your videos.
Yeah.
I remember.
I do.
But yeah. But
why is Levi so damn short?
I don't know. Why is like freaking Titan's too tall?
What?
I don't know. Why is Levi so goddamn short? I don't know. Why is Titan so goddamn tall?
Because Titans are humanoids, or gigantic humanoids. I mean, the show would suck if the Titans were super short.
I mean, there was a tiny Titan.
Yeah, but like a Titan was like a house, like size of a house, right?
I believe there was one that was like shorter than a house. I could be wrong.
You know, do you want me to hit you with some intense an intense fact?
Sure.
Okay. You know how like Hiei from Yu Yu Hakusho is super short?
Uh-huh.
He's as tall as Levi. They're both 5'3".
What?
Yeah. So why is Levi so damn short?
Okay. Now I want pictures of freaking Levi dressed up as Hiei, like in Hiei's clothes, and Hiei dressing up as freaking Levi. I need that in my life.
Do you though? Do you really though?
Yes!
All right.
I need to!
This question is absolutely amazing. That was like the best question.
Look what you've done. This is like the best question.
Oh no, we don't have any preferences, but it's a pretty good question. Okay, we're gonna answer one last question, and it's from Frédéric Gagné, and the question is, and this leads to our final topic too. Why here? Why do you eat this potato here?
Potato. Okay, why not?
What?
Why not? Potatoes are delicious. Potatoes are always good. And you know what? How dare you question potatoes?
I don't think
How dare you?
I don't think she should have eaten that potato right then and there. That was a bad idea.
God, like it reminds me of like Team 4 Star's Attack on Titan Bridge.
Oh, that was the best.
Which is now dead. This is now a one shot.
Do you know what's a good way to burn off calories? Next scene, she's just like,
What?
harmonize with me. Harmonize with me. Oh, it was such a great scene.
Hold on, I got this. Well, sweet Mother Teresa, I'm a Mercedes fan. You sound like a majestic fucking eagle. Can you sing? Harmonize with me, maggot.
You sound like so much like him. That was great.
I tried.
I mean, you could basically be like in the military now, Yuki. You're that much of a savage.
Good. I like you just realized that.
Yeah, just now.
You already know how much I can be a savage.
Right. I apologize. I should have known this.
You should be ashamed of yourself. I thought we had a really good friendship.
Oh man, like this podcast is just gonna ruin our friendship forever.
I know. I mean, we're gonna look back on this. It's just like, why are we still friends?
Okay. Here's the final topic. Let's talk about Sasha, Potato Girl. Oh my god, I'm gonna have to like edit that.
Just make it into a song.
Right, like remix.
Da, 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 da.
Oh my god. Yeah, what do you think about Potato Girl?
Oh my god. Okay, she is hilarious okay, so I found out that I found out that her voice actress is also the same as
on the wiki it says the voice actress for her is Ashley Burt, the English voice actor for Sasha. Apparently, is what the wiki's telling me.
Okay. Well, the funny thing is that like I remember that her voice actress also did the voice of Cassie Cage from Mortal Kombat.
Oh yeah, that's true. Cassie Cage, Mortal Kombat X.
Cassie Cage?
Yeah, that's what you.
Yeah. Okay, I was like, wait a minute, that's the character's name, not the voice actress's name. Sorry, but yeah, oh my god, like, and it's hilarious because she's kind of like my main in Mortal Kombat when I was playing with the guys in Daydreamer Studios.
Right.
And so, okay, so Sasha, she's very like she loves food. I ship her with freaking Connie, man. Like,
I ship her with potato chips. I think her and Light Yagami should just eat potatoes together.
She would want to keep the bag.
I'll take this potato. No. Like, actually, I'll take this potato bag. Yeah, thank you.
Then there's the Death Note, man. I don't want her to die.
True.
And oh my god. And also the fact that she's pretty like, I love how there was moments in like when they're training, like she's like kind of playful. They don't really do serious sparring. Like she just she trains with Connie, I believe, and like they don't really do like serious sparring. They just do like kung fu like poses.
Right. Oh, she's great.
Hilarious.
Sasha is a great character. I really enjoyed like that. The whole potato thing was so iconic and funny. And I do think in the Attack on Titan Junior High they do make the reference to that, and it was like a really funny scene if I'm not mistaken. Sasha is just. I think she was like she just brought in a lot of comedy and like a lot of funny moments to the show. This show really has a lot of just great moments, like just great like action, sadness, comedy. It just really has a great package.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, I love this anime so much. How excited are you for season 2?
Oh my god, I know for a fact that my friends are super excited to a point where they avoid spoilers from the manga. I, on the other hand,
Don't show them this podcast.
I'm excited. I'm honestly excited to see how it plays out because I already know the spoilers to the story itself in the manga. I'm just excited to see how they're going to be able to play it out in the anime.
Same. And I wonder if they're going to follow the storyline exactly.
Oh, one can only hope.
I think they will, though, because they delayed the season 2 so many times to let the manga be written out and everything. All right, I think that's going to do it for me. Final thoughts on Attack on Titan, Yuki?
It's the fact that this podcast has almost ruined our friendship.
Come on, it hasn't.
We haven't had this much of a debate like at all, like in the previous podcast. This is like the first one.
Yeah, but that's what people enjoy. Like, you don't want to just like agree all the time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true.
I mean,
we should start arguing more.
We'll argue more. We'll find more like topics to argue about.
Oh God! Look what you guys done to us.
Right? We do this for your entertainment.
Are you happy? Are you satisfied now?
But I don't know.
You sadistic people!
Oh my God! Subscribe for more sadistic podcasting, guys.
Oh my God!
My final thoughts, though, I really loved Attack on Titan, and I'm really excited for the second season. This anime really has amazing moments and really has a lot of action-packed greatness, and the concept of it is really cool. The design for the Titans are really interesting, and just the whole concept of the show of how they're fighting for humanity and all the twists and turns it takes. It really is an amazing anime, and I'm really excited for season 2. I've seen this like 8 times already, but I truly am.
Yep.
Let's wrap it up. Okay, Yuki, let us know where people can find you online. Go ahead.
All right, you guys can find me as Miraculous X Melody on YouTube, Miraculous X Yuki on Tumblr, not Tumblr, Twitter. You can also find me as Miraculous-Yuki-Art, which is basically my art blog. Even though there's not much good, interesting art there, but might as well plug it in.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's where you can find me, and hit me up on Twitter. Like, I don't really do much there, but I'm happy to talk with people. So, yeah.
Sounds great. Yeah, for me, I mean, you can find me on Twitter. I'm at JaianMusic. Facebook page is facebook.com/JaianMusic. Yeah, my channel is also youtube.com/JaianMusic. Man, like they're all named out the same. I think that's a good thing, though. You don't want like people to get confused. And,
yeah.
And I don't know if this is like all interesting, but I did create a Discord for JaianMusic. Discord is like this voice chat like social media thing. If you want to join that, the link will be in the description for my Discord. There's like 6-7 people so far. So I mean, I try to go out there at least once a day to chat with people. And yeah, subscribe. I have some great Q&As coming out, more anime content. And thank you guys so much for listening to the podcast. Yuki.
It's funny because we were thinking of having something else planned for today, but I was the one that's just like, you know what? Since Attack on Titan Season 2 is coming out, we might as well be talking about Attack on Titan itself.
Yeah, I know. It was a great idea.
We want to talk about the other topics that we had planned, but we want to talk about them with a special person that we're really good friends with, especially a special girl who is also part of Daydreamer Studios, like myself.
Yeah, and her name is GoProkyo.
Yeah.
I'm kidding. I do want to be serious for a second, though. All of the artwork, all of the thumbnails on my channel, everything like is done by GoProkyo Arts. Go follow GoProkyo at GoProkyo on Twitter. The guy is absolutely super majestically talented. I cannot advise you guys enough to go check him out. He does art for commission. He's really talented. Go check out GoProkyo Arts. All right, guys, that's gonna do it for this episode. Thank you so much. We'll see you in the next one. Subscribe to us on iTunes, SoundCloud, and YouTube, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.